Hello, fellow podcasters. Rick Haaland here. And what I want to do today is I want to talk to you a little bit about microphones. I'm on the Blue microphone page, and I want to take you back a couple of years as when I started doing podcasting. And I did a ton of research, and I wanted a really good microphone, as good as I could get. A professional microphone, and unbelievably, I came across a wonderful microphone. I'll hold it up in front of the camera for you. It's called a Snowball by the company called Blue Microphones. Now, the Snowball is fantastic. Let me go over here and take a look here. And I want to read for you what the Snowball is all about. It says, finally, a USB microphone that's not only easy to use, but sounds as good on your desktop as it does in a professional recording studio. Meet the Snowball, the world's first professional USB mic. Now, remember, that's a professional USB mic, and 2 years ago, $99? They were regular $150, and then they went down to $129, and I got it on a screaming deal at $99, and you can still get them there at about $99, but what a great microphone. And it captured the award for the condenser microphone for the best USB microphone under $100. Now, the beauty about one of these microphones is this. It doesn't matter whether you've got a laptop computer, notebook computer, or a desktop, or a Mac, or a PC. It is a USB based. What that means is you've just got a USB cable that you plug into the back of here and you plug into your computer, and that's it. It loads the software automatically. You don't have to download the drivers. You don't have to get them in a disk and load them. It's all in the dongle when you hook it up to the USB. There are three particular fields with this microphone on the back. One particular field is you can talk directly into the front of this microphone. The other setting is that it is for a little bit wider range. I believe it's front and back. And then the third is you can have it sitting in the center of a table, and it will hear all around. So you can have a group of people talking, and the microphone will do a very, very good job of picking up all of their voices. Now, it comes with the little stand. And what I really like is, take a look at here where my mouse is pointing. The fellow here has what they call a spider that he uses with his Snowball microphone. Now, this has a little bit of a challenge where it doesn't give you enough what they call headroom. So you have to be careful how you place your mouth and where you've got to get fairly close to it, and you should doctor up all of your audio, I think, personally, with some kind of software, either with Camtasia, which I use, or with Audacity, just to make sure that you get rid of the highs, the low pitches, and to make sure that everything is fairly even and enjoyable for your listeners. Because if you have high spots and low spots, it's difficult on the ears. So you want to make sure that you give your listening audience a very enjoyable experience. So now, this is what I would highly suggest if you're just starting out. Now, my business coach came to me about 6 months ago and said, Rick, if you wanted to go one step up higher than this, what microphone would you buy? And I told her that I would buy another microphone from the same company, Blue Microphones, and it's called the Yeti. Now let's take a look at the Yeti. And they have two Yetis. They have a Yeti and then a Yeti Pro. So I'll read you what it says about the Yeti. Ultimate USB microphone for professional recording. Now, I saw this at, London Drugs for $175, which is a pretty good price for a professional microphone of this quality. It says the Yeti is one of the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern USB microphones available anywhere. Combining 3 capsules and 4 different pattern settings, the Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings directly to your computer. With exceptional sound and performance, the Yeti can capture anything with the clarity and ease unheard of in a USB microphone. The Yeti's features Blue innovative triple capsule array, allowing for recording in stereo or your choice of 3 unique patterns, including cardioid, omnidirectional, and bidirectional, giving you recording capabilities usually requiring multiple microphones. Now, if you go over to the Yeti Pro, it says The ultimate microphone for professional USB and XLR recording. Now, I would think that you should be able to use this in both USB and XLR because that's what they're saying. The Yeti Pro is the world's first USB microphone, USB, combining 24-bit/120 kilohertz digital recording resolution with analog XLR output. The feature 3 custom condenser capsules in 4 different pattern settings. The Yeti Pro can capture digital audio with up to 4 times the clarity found on CDs. That's pretty high. Plus, the Yeti Pro features a cutting-edge AD converter chip and separate analog circuit path for use with professional studio mixers and preamps. You can also get a built-in headphone amplifier for zero latency monitoring and direct controls for headphone volume, pattern selection, mute, and microphone gains. So whether you record at home or in a studio or in the Himalayas, the Yeti Pro is your ultimate solution. So I would start with this. You'll never be disappointed with this, and you could keep this for years and not be disappointed with it. And remember now, the nice thing about these microphones and the Yeti is they're small enough you can go mobile with them. So if you're just podcasting, say you're podcasting either A, for your own pleasure, B, for your business, or both, you kind of make it a little bit of a hobby, and you want to take this concept to your business and say, why don't we put a little podcast in about our business? Because I believe that all businesses should podcast about themselves. You could start with this and then work up to the Yeti if you want. But remember, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, this is $174, not the Pro, but the Yeti, the Yeti Aver, the normal Yeti, the USB. And wow, they are fantastic microphones. So now, this particular microphone that I'm speaking into right now is called the Audio Technica 2050 AT. It is what they call a true XLR microphone, and what happens is it's hooked up to a Yamaha soundboard, or it's hooked up to actually it's hooked up to a pre-tube amplifier. Then it goes to the soundboard, and then it goes out to the computer. So I have chosen to use pre-tube amplifiers to add richness to the recordings that I do in the studio here. This one is going to be a little bit tinnier than the microphone that I'm using. Also, these microphones that I'm using almost always come, or you always want to get, a pop filter. However, what I do is I put the side of the microphone, I put the front of the microphone to the side, so I'm not directly speaking into the microphone itself. If I was, I would do like this, and then I could speak directly into the microphone, and I would have the pop filter up here. Now, can you notice the difference? Actually, some say that sounds better than me doing like this. It really depends. But the one thing that you want to avoid is saying your P's and B's. I can go P, 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 B, B, B like this, and then I can go P, 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 B, 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 and you notice the difference? You don't want the P's and B's to be flat against the microphone. You have to have a pop filter here. That's what they call it, pop, because it interrupts the pop, and it makes sure that the recording comes out nice and smooth. So watch this. P, 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 P. Big difference, isn't there? So I do both. I use the pop filter, and then I also talk toward the side of the microphone. That way I can get up real close without having that big pop filter in the way. It just depends on my mood sometimes. So this is Rick Haaland talking about how I discovered the Blue microphone. And I would think that if you have $100 to spend, this would be the perfect microphone to start your podcasting adventures with. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next edition of the podcast show. Bye-bye.